Weekly Horoscopes, 7th of June till 13th of June 2021, based on Indian Vedic astrology, based on your moon sign. You can take this weekly horoscope according to your ascendant, according to your rising sign. For all of you. Aries Weekly Forecast, Weekly Horoscope 2021, brief forecast, 7th of June till 13th of June, Aries for 2021. Aries, in this coming week, may I say that this coming week there will be rising in temper. You have lots of clashes and arguments with your own people, family members, with your partner, with your loved one. Your inheritance matters might be in the middle of a conflict, middle of a dispute. You have to handle that inheritance matter or property matter or division of wealth matter very, very carefully. Aries, your expenditure can be sky high. You'll be able to organize some sort of social events or gathering or religious events due to foreign contract, and with your hard-working nature, you'll be able to build up a lot of income resources or financial backing. If you're making any professional contract or business contract or financial contract linked with car, property or business or career or job, then try not to make any verbal contract whatsoever. Any kind of that kind of contract will be written contract, a proper legal contract. Please be aware of any cheating, deception, fraud. If you're in the middle of a relationship dispute or anything to do with marriage or relationship issues, then you handle the overall situation in the most delicate way. Try to be a good listener. Try to accommodate other person's point of view. Why they have done that and how are you going to move from here to there. And may I say that in this coming week, due to Ketu's position in 8th house, you have to look after your health. You look after your marriage relationship. Sun, Mercury, Rahu in 2nd house. Look after anything to do with disputes or legality. If you are in the middle of a business contract, you have to watch your legal obligation of that business contract or legal contract, please. Mars position in 4th house. Sometimes you come across a lot of enemies. Enemies in the family and enemies outside the family. But stop lashing out at people. Refrain from foul temper. Saturn position in 10th house. If you are in the middle of a issue regarding profession or career, if you're investing any money due to professional reasons or financial reasons, you have to think very thoroughly. But do not make any legal contract. You might need a completed weekly horoscope report from my website, which can give you complete analysis of the whole week, which will define you. Your moon's transit defines you. May I say that your vision, your imagination, your choices, your decisions, and may I say that your health, your harmony, your happiness. Extensive weekly horoscope report defines you what tasks you must do if you're trapped in an ugly situation. What precautions you must implement that you should never ever face going through that kind of scenario situation. How you can save yourself. What chanting you must do to activate yourself spiritually to overcome any kind of scenario situation and achieve supremacy. For that kind of report, kindly visit my website prakashastrologer.com. Achieve the report, implement the report, achieve your best. Taurus Weekly Brief Forecast, 7th June till 13th of June 2021, Taurus. In this coming week, may I say that you'll come across rather complex situations. You face a lot of tedious situations, challenges. There'll be lots of running around. Sometimes you can be very much tense, upset, disappointed. Taurus, there will be a rise in fruitless expenditure in this coming week. Lots of your enemies will be active. People will backstab you. People will try to grass you up. People will try to expose you. And you name it, every enemy will be in a straight line to harm you. After 12th of June, Taurus, one of your complicated problems will be resolved and understood. There will be a great improvement in your circumstances in a better way. Your past efforts will be handsomely rewarded. By the weekend, you will be participating in a lot of social events, religious events. There will be a rise in comfort, love, affection, care, lifestyle. If you are involved in any legal matter, then you have to be very careful about your decisions, choices, how you are going to make it final decision. Whatever your expenditure please do watch your financial commitment. If you are getting carried away with your emotion, then you might end up making a financial commitment which will only build a huge debt for you. Don't be careful when you're making a huge financial commitment. Don't get carried away, please, and don't be hasty. Due to Ketu's position in 7th house, sometimes you're going through a lot of sourness in your personal relationship or business relationship. You have to improve your communication. Sun, Mercury, Rahu in 1st house. Refrain from ego and aggression, please. Don't do anything which you can't justify. Mars position in 3rd house. Sometimes you'll have a lot of heat up situation with your own people. Saturn position in 9th house. If you are involved in some sort of a buying or selling something or property or dealing of something, you have to be extra careful. Moon position in 12th house. Don't get carried away if you are making any financial commitment. More you invest emotion, more you become more you build up your debts. Be extra careful. Look after your financial backing. You might need a completed weekly horoscope report from my website, Prakash, which can give you complete analysis of the week, which will define your moon's transit. That will define your vision, your imagination, your decisions, your choices, your health, harmony, happiness. Extensive weekly horoscope report define you what tasks you must do to come out from any kind of ugly situation. What precaution you must implement to save your skin. What sacred chanting you must do to achieve power, authority, supremacy. For that kind of report, kindly visit my website, Prakash, acquire the weekly horoscope report, implement the report, achieve your best. Gemini, weekly brief forecast, Gemini. 7th June till 13th of June 2021, Gemini, brief forecast. In this coming week, be prepared for long journey or traveling. There will be a change of place or running around, Gemini. Your foreign contact will be a source of your financial backing. Your foreign contact will be there to support you financially. But you still have to work hard to accomplish your goal. There will be a few family clashes or arguments with your own family member. You come across lots of obstacles, accomplishing your benefits, financial rewards and financial gain. There will be technical delays or unexpected delays in completion of your important project. Please be aware of fine, penalty, punishment. If you are making any financial commitment, then you have to be very careful, very thorough. You have to have all the reason why you're making that kind of financial commitment. Health-wise, do look after your lower abdomen, head, eyesight, back of your head, anything to do with blood, urine, legs, ankles, feet, or anything to do with bladders or kidneys. But due to Saturn position in 8th house, look after your joints, look after your digestive system, look after your marriage relationship, look after your debts, look after your back and hip. Mars position in 2nd house, beware of dispute with your own family members. Do watch your debts. Sun, Mercury, Rahu in 12th house. Beware of fine, penalty, punishment. You should not be a part of a huge conflict. And beware of any kind of a legal issue. Ketu's position in 6th house. Look after your health regarding your feet and legs and back and bladders. Anything to do with blood or urine, you have to be careful. You might need a completed weekly horoscope report from my website, Prakash, astrologer.com, which can give you complete analysis of the whole week, which will define your moon's transit. That will define your vision, your imagination, your decisions, your choices, your health, your harmony, your happiness. Extensive weekly horoscope report define you what tasks you must do if you're trapped in an ugly situation. What precaution you must implement to save your skin. What sacred chanting you must do, exercise the routine of the week by which you can achieve supremacy. For that kind of report, kindly visit my website, Prakash, acquire the weekly horoscope report, implement the report, achieve your best. Cancerian weekly brief forecast. 7th June till 13th of June 2021, Cancerian. In this coming week, Cancerian, you have to look after your health, mental and physical health. Lots of tensions, domestic complications. You have to look after your family health issues and well-being. Refrain from any kind of foul temper, temperamental behavior, overexcitation, otherwise you'll have a huge conflict within the family relationship. You have to go through lots of fluctuation regarding your profession, regarding your career, regarding your job. You have to be very careful regarding your decision-making strategies. You'll come across lots of income resources, unique opportunities, but it's up to you how you're going to taking advantage of those kind of opportunities, those income resources, what you can do with those kind of scenario situation is up to you. You'll be participating in a lot of social events, mingling with people. Health-wise, do take care of your digestive system. Anything to do with lower abdomen, if you have an issue linked with lower abdomen, go and see your doctor. But in this coming week, due to Saturn position in 7th house, do watch your communication with people around you, personally or professionally. Please, try not to be cold in your communication, please. Then you will pay a price. Mars position in 1st house. Watch your action, watch your temper, watch your mannerism, watch your attitude, watch your expression. Please, watch your word of speech. Beware of cheating, deception, fraud. Try not to make any verbal financial contract, otherwise people can take you for a ride. Ketu's position 5th house. Watch your digestive system. Look after your tummy. Sun, Mercury, Rahu in 11th house. Beware of fine, penalty, punishment by legal authority. You might need a completed weekly horoscope report from my website, Prakash, which can give you complete analysis of the whole week, which will define you, your moon's transit, which will define you, your vision, your imagination, your decision, your choices, your health, your harmony, your happiness. Extensive weekly horoscope report define you what tasks you must do if you're trapped in an ugly situation, what precaution you must implement to save your skin, what sacred chanting you must exercise in the whole week to achieve your supremacy. For that kind of report, kindly visit my website, Prakash, astrologer.com. Acquire the weekly horoscope report, implement the report, achieve your best. Leo's weekly brief forecast, Leo. 7th of June till 13th of June, this brief forecast, Leo. In this coming week, Leo, with your hard work and your willpower, you'll be able to accomplish your project. One of your stale project will be back on track. There will be family support, rising, prosperity, financial gain, accomplishment. You receive an important news linked with family relationship, linked with family scenario. You'll be participating in a lot of social events, religious events. You might prepare for a long journey. You might go abroad. Is it not the time to invest money in a risky venture or any kind of a gambling or lending anybody any money for risky venture? Sometimes your focus, concentration will not be there. Due to that, you can be all over the place, mentally and physically. You can be very restless, sometimes very upset, sometimes very much annoyed. If you're involved in any kind of a legal matter or legal issue, then you have to be very careful. Handle the overall situation in a most delicate way. Be careful. Due to Ketu's position in 4th house, sometimes peace of mind, happiness, concentration will not be there. You can be highly restless, very upset. Saturn position 6th house. Sometimes life can be like a traffic jam. Nothing is moving according to expectation. Mars position in 12th house. Beware of financial fraud, cheating, deception. People will not pay you back if you're lending them money. Sun, Mercury, Rahu in 10th house. You have a lot of technical complication, legal complication in your profession. You have to be careful. You might need a completed weekly horoscope report from my website, Prakash, which will give you complete analysis of the whole week, define your moon's transit. That will tell you your vision, your imagination, your decision, your choices, your health, your harmony, your happiness. Extensive weekly horoscope report define you what tasks you must do if you're trapped in an ugly situation to come out from that situation. What precaution you must implement to save your skin. What sacred chanting you must exercise in the whole week to achieve your supremacy status. For that kind of report, kindly visit my website, Prakash, and acquire your weekly horoscope report. Implement the report, achieve your best. Virgo weekly brief forecast. 7th of June till 13th of June, Virgo. Brief forecast for Virgo. Virgo, in this coming week, you'll come across lots of health issues, complications, professional issues. There will be lots of domestic arguments, conflicting situations, sanctions. You might involve in arguments with your nearest one, with your parents, with your life partner, with your romantic partner, with your colleagues, with your family members. Virgo, beware of any cheating, deception, fraud. Your mind can be restless. Sometimes there will be a lack of confidence, lack of satisfaction. By the weekend, with the grace of God, there will be a progression, new income resources. You have to behave yourself. You've got to make sure that you have to be very much careful about your word of speech, mannerism, and attitude. Do not make any verbal financial contract with anybody. Otherwise, you can be a victim of huge fraud. Health-wise, do look after your back. Look after your joints. Any issue linked with sharp pain in your lower back and any issue with your lower part of your tummy. Due to Jupiter position in 6th house, look after you. If you are going through some sort of a decision-making strategy, be focused before you make any final judgment or decision. Saturn position in 5th house. Try not to rely on anybody. Try not to be lazy. Look after your digestive system. Mars position 11th house. You come across lots of financial opportunities, but still you have to be aware of cheating, deception, fraud. Sun, Mercury, Rahu, 9th house. Everything will looking rosy is not a rosy. You have to investigate, please, and make sure look after your marriage relationship. Moon position in 8th house. Sometime energy level will not be there. Sometimes you can be emotionally all over the place. You need a proper direction. You might need a completed weekly horoscope report from my website, Prakash, Acquire the complete analysis of the whole week, which will define you the thorough weekly analysis and the moon's transit as well, which will define you your vision, your imagination, your decisions, your choices, your health, your harmony, your happiness. Extensive weekly horoscope report define you what astrological tasks you must do if you're trapped in an ugly situation, what precaution you must implement to save your skin, what sacred chanting you must do, exercise in a whole week to achieve your supremacy. For that kind of report, kindly visit my website, Prakash, Acquire the weekly horoscope report, implement the report, achieve your best. Libra Weekly Forecast, Libra. 7th June till 13th of June, Libra. In this coming week, Libra, you'll come across lots of obstacles, delays, waste of time, completion of your important projects, and sometimes time can be lingering on and wasting. And there will be a rising expenditure, unnecessary hassles. Sometimes you can be all over the place. In your job, profession, beware of cheating, deception, fraud. You have to be very careful about your decision, about your choices. Health-wise, do take care of your headaches, eyesight, any issue linked with lower abdomen, digestive system. If there are any sharp pain in your tummy or lower part of your tummy, or any issue linked with throat infection, then you have to be very careful. You have to deal with lots of professional complications as well as legal issues. Anything to do with legal authority or decision-making strategy, then you have to handle the overall matter in a most delicate way. In this coming week, due to Sun, Mercury, Rahu, 8th house, look after your health regarding lower abdomen, any issue with legs, tummy, sharp pain in your chest or tummy, be careful. Anything to do with eyesight. If you're trapped in a legal matter, take a proper advice. Ketu's position, 2nd house. Sometimes there will be a lot of fluctuation in your marriage relationship. Watch your word of speech. Saturn position in 4th house. Sometimes you're going through a lot of sadness and disappointment. Sometimes you can be all over the place. Mars position in 10th house. Beware of financial fraud, cheating, deception, fraud, please. And if you're making any business financial contract, try not to make any verbal financial contract. You can be a victim of a cheating, deception, fraud. But definitely you come across lots of opportunities. You might need a completed weekly horoscope report from my website, Prakash, Complete weekly horoscope report defines you your moon's transit. It will define you, your vision, your imagination, your decisions, your choices, your health, your harmony, your happiness. Extensive weekly horoscope report defines you what tasks you must do if you're trapped in an ugly situation, what precaution you must implement to save your skin, what sacred chanting you must do. Exercise the sacred chanting in a whole week, as much you can, to achieve your supremacy. For that kind of report, kindly visit my website prakashastrologer.com. Acquire the weekly horoscope report, implement the report, achieve your best. Scorpio, brief weekly forecast. 7th June till 13th of June, Scorpio. Scorpio, in this coming week, due to Mars and Saturn position, you'll deal with a lot of family complications, financial uncertainties, family issues, many different opinions, a lot of tricky situations. Income resources will be there to support you. There will be rising status, prestige and honor. Health-wise, beware of any kind of weakness or sharp pain in the lower part of your tummy, or severe headaches or eye infection. You have to be very careful about your behavior, about your temper, about your word of speech, about your mannerism, about your expression and actions. Try not to be hasty in your approach. Whatever you want to be, whatever you want to do, please do not rush in making any decisions. If there are any developed misunderstanding between you and your partner, then you have to take time. You have to work on that particular issue. Please, you can be a part of a solution or part of a problem. Your choice. If you're involved in any buying or selling or property asset, then you have to be extra careful. Due to Sun, Mercury, Rahu in 7th house. Watch your actions conduct. If there are any dispute in your relationship, business relationship or personal relationship, you have to sort it out by yourself. Mars position in 9th house. Watch your actions. Saturn position in 3rd house. Watch your communication with the whole world. Ketu's position in Lagna. If you want to create a change in personal life or professional life, think thoroughly. You might get a completed weekly horoscope report from my website, which can give you complete analysis of the whole week, which will define your moon's transit. That will define you, your decisions, your choices, your visions, your imagination, your health, your harmony, your happiness. Extensive weekly horoscope report define you what tasks you must do if you're trapped in an ugly situation, what precaution you must implement to save your skin, what sacred chanting you must do to achieve your supremacy. For that kind of report, kindly visit my website prakashastrologer.com. Acquire the weekly horoscope report, implement the report, achieve your best. Sagittarius, weekly brief forecast. Sagittarius, week commencing 7th of June till 13th of June, Sagittarius. In this coming week, Sagittarius, due to planetary position, Sun, Rahu, Jupiter, Mars, you can be highly aggressive. Sometimes you can be overexcited. Sometimes too much investment of ego and aggression in your routine, in your behavior, which is not good at all, which is not healthy at all. Please be more practical. Try not to be overly emotional and do not overreact in any kind of situation. There will be lots of fruitless expenditure, fruitless running around, fruitless investments. You're making sure that lots of plans linked with profession, linked with car or property. You have to think thoroughly before you implementing those plans. You have to look after your health, especially if you're diabetic. If you're suffering with the blood-related issues, any issue linked with abdomen or piles, you have to be careful. In your married life, you come across lots of suspicious factors, unnecessary issues, sometimes lack of confidence, sometimes lack of understanding. Please be aware of cheating, deception, fraud. If you are entering into new romantic relationship, then making sure that that relationship should not be converted into living scandal or living conflict. You have to protect that. In this coming week, due to Saturn position in 2nd house, watch your flow of income, watch your word of speech. Mars position in 8th house, watch your aggression, temper and behavior. Sun, Mercury, Rahu in 6th house. If there are any legal issues, you have to be extra careful. You might need a completed weekly horoscope report from my website prakashastrologer.com, which will define your complete weekly analysis. That will define you your moon's transit. That will explain to you your vision, your imagination, your decision, your choices, your health, your harmony, your happiness. Extensive weekly horoscope report define you what tasks you must do if you're trapped in an ugly situation, what precaution you must implement to save your skin, what sacred chanting you must do to achieve the supremacy. For that kind of report, kindly visit my website, prakashastrologer.com, and acquire the weekly horoscope report, implement the report, and achieve your best. Capricorn, weekly brief forecast, Capricorn. 7th June till 13th of June, Capricorn. In this coming week, you will come across lots of challenges, complications, struggles, fire testing situation. But you will have to, may I say you will have to overcome all these kind of tests or scenario. Capricorn, your hard struggle will convert it into sweet success. You'll be able to build up your income resources, financial backing. Capricorn, you'll be in contact with a lot of professional people, powerful people, decision makers. One of your tedious situation or tedious project will be accomplished in this coming week. You'll taste the success. Your hard work running around will bring you actual rewards, success, prosperity, rising name, fame and establishment. In this coming week, you will do a lot of running around. Mental work, physical work, communication work. You'll have to do that. What you need to do that, you have to do that. What is needful. Health-wise, sometime energy level will not be there. Beware of severe headaches, eye infection, back problems, joint issues. Sometime issues linked with your back and tummy. Sometime heaviness in the body. Due to Ketu's position 11th house. Watch your income resources. Sun, Mercury, Rahu in 5th house. Watch your financial backing. Watch your decisions and choices. Look after your legal matter. Saturn position in Lagna. If you're making any important decision with business, career, profession, flow of income, you have to be careful. Mars position in 7th house. Look after your relationship. You might need a completed weekly horoscope report from my website, prakashastrologer.com, which can give you complete analysis of the whole week, which will define your moon's transit, which will define your vision, your imagination, your decisions, your choices, your health, your harmony, your happiness. Extensive weekly horoscope report define you what tasks you must do, you should implement if you're trapped in an ugly situation, what precaution you must do to save your skin, what sacred chanting you must do to achieve your supremacy. For that kind of report, kindly visit my website, prakashastrologer.com, and acquire the weekly horoscope report, implement the report, and achieve your best. Aquarius, weekly brief forecast, Aquarius, 7th June till 13th of June 2021. Aquarius, in this coming week, due to Saturn Jupiter positions in this particular chart, sometimes you can be overexcited. Sometimes you can be very much tense, upset, disappointed. Aquarius, your profession will offer you challenges, complication, tedious type of situation. People will test your fiber, your patience, your knowledge, your tolerance, your ability, your skill set. Due to over-expenditure, Aquarius, you can be under huge pressure or debt. You have to be very careful. If you are signing any legal documentation or legal commitment, you have to consult your legal expert. However, whenever it comes to decision-making strategy, try not to be hasty. After 12th of June, there will be a great improvement or change, whatever you've been seeking for. Sometime mentally, you can be very much upset, very much annoyed. You can be all over the place, and a lot of things will be there, a lot of challenges will be there, which are not according to expectation. You have to deal with it one by one. Due to Ketu's position in 10th house, profession will fluctuate, status will fluctuate. Sun, Mercury, Rahu in 4th house, peace of mind, happiness will not be there. You can be very much restless, upset. You can be in the middle of a legal battle or legal conflict. Saturn position in 12th house, you'll be out of comfort zone. Mars position in 6th house, beware of cheating, deception, fraud. You might need a completed weekly horoscope report from my website, which can give you complete analysis of the week, which will define you your moon's transit. That will define you your vision, your imagination, your decision, your choices, your health, your harmony, your happiness for the whole week. Extensive weekly horoscope report define you what task, astrological task you must do If you're trapped in an ugly situation, what precaution you must implement to save your skin? What sacred chanting you must exercise in the whole week to achieve your supremacy? For that kind of report, kindly visit my website, Prakash, astrologer.com. Acquire the weekly horoscope report, implement the report, achieve your best. Pisces Weekly Forecast, Pisces. Week commencing 7th of June till 13th of June, Pisces. In this coming week, you'll come across lots of issues linked with education, career, profession, financial backing, life, professional life, job. Pisces, you'll be dealing with a lot of uncertainties. You have to go through a lot of confusion, illusion. Sometimes, Pisces, you can be all over the place. Mentally, you can be there, but sometimes mentally you'll be out of comfort zone. Sometimes cheesed off. Pisces, in this week, sometimes feelings are like you can be very much upset. Sometimes very much annoyed with the overall situation. Sometimes very much disappointed with people. And you feel let down. Sometimes overexcited. Or very aggressive. Annoyed. There will be great improvement in the end. Situation will improve. Believe me. Expenses can be sky high. You will come across lots of income resources, financial opportunities. You'll be participating in a lot of social events, religious events. Health-wise, you'll be very careful. You have to be careful. You have to work really hard. You have to look after yourself. Beware of cheating, deception, fraud. Try not to make any verbal financial contract with anybody. More you improve your communication with your world, more you will be opening the new doors of opportunities, new doors of luck for you. You have to act with tact. Pisces, due to Jupiter position in 12th house, watch your financial backing, watch your expenditure. Do look after your communication with the whole world. Saturn position in 11th house. Be careful when you're making any important business, professional or financial decisions. Mars position 5th house. Beware of cheating, deception, fraud. Beware of unnecessary aggression. Sun, Mercury, Rahu in 3rd house. Watch your communication with the whole world. Please. And you must take care of your financial commitment and fruitless events or fruitless investment. For that, you might need a completed weekly horoscope report from my website, Prakash, astrologer.com. Complete weekly horoscope report define you the whole week's analysis. Complete weekly horoscope report define you your moon's transit. That will tell you your vision, your imagination, your decision, your choices, your health, your harmony, your happiness. Complete weekly horoscope report define you what astrological tasks you must do if you're trapped in an ugly situation. Complete weekly horoscope report define you what precaution you must implement to save your skin. Complete weekly horoscope report define you what sacred chanting you must do to overcome any situation and achieve supremacy. For that kind of report, kindly visit my website, Prakash, astrologer.com. Acquire the weekly horoscope report, implement the report, achieve your best.